Hi, this is Rick, and welcome to the directcaster.com podcast. I'm glad you're here today. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that often comes up as we work in our business to help those who want to do streaming channels. And this topic comes up a lot, and that is how many features do I actually need on my channel, especially on my Roku channel? How many features do I need? I've seen so many different features on the different platforms. Which ones do I actually need? So that's what we're kind of here today to talk about, features and how they're needed on your Roku channel platform. So if you're thinking about developing a channel or interested in your channel, then go ahead and watch today's podcast. Thanks so much. Want to just remind you to like and subscribe if you like the podcast. We're here to help. So thank you so much for joining us today. All right, without further ado, we're going to get started. So the thing that we're going to be looking at today is the myth of feature-heavy Roku channels. Why simplicity might be your ticket to success. Oh, and you say, wow, this is kind of counterintuitive. I think what I'm supposed to do when I'm going to develop a channel is I'm just going to compare everyone and I'm going to count up the features, and the person with the most features wins. And that's going to be the best and most successful channel for me. Well, that's what they've been telling you for a long, long time. But is the reality that, or does reality say something different? So let's understand a few basics to get started. At the core, Roku is just a platform. Like iOS is a platform, when we do Apple TV or Fire TV channels are just a platform. What people are there to do, and this is the most important thing to remember, they're there to watch your videos. That's the primary thing they're there to do. They can now, if you present them with a lot of gadgets, that might seem good, but it's also very distracting, and they may not want to be able to focus too much on what they're coming there to do, which is watch your videos, because they're distracted with a bunch of other things. So what you want to make them do is you want to make them watch your videos. That's first and foremost. That's what they're there to do. So adding things such as advanced user profiles or options or more interactive content sometimes just serves to actually confuse people. You want to keep it simple. That is the thing that you want to start with. So let's talk about, first of all, the pitfalls of overcomplexity. So the first pitfall of overcomplexity is that you definitely will have increased development cost. All that overcomplexity costs a lot. Oh, I have a custom profile and I went with a company, and oh, it cost me an arm and a leg and I can't really afford it, and it's really, really expensive, but I'm sure it'll be worth it, right? Maybe users are looking for content. Maybe they're not looking for the advanced user profile as much as they're interested in your content. So always remember, the most important thing is the content that you're providing with them. And the more features there are, the more development time and the more cost there is to that. So try to remember that more features often means more cost and more complexity. So the next thing is user overwhelm. Yes, you can easily overwhelm your users with too many features. They get distracted. The worst thing about having too many features and having your users overwhelmed in it, your user can actually say, I'm kind of out of here. This is just driving me nuts. They're asking me too many questions. They're offering me too many options. I'm just here to watch the videos. That's all I want to do. I just want to watch the videos. So sometimes all that content is great. It could certainly looks impressive on the front end, but it can serve to overwhelm your user and actually drive users away. I've seen this over and over again. A user comes into a channel with too many features and they're like, you know what? I didn't sign up for a class here. I just wanted to watch some content. And now I'm having to learn about how all the features work. You know what? I'm going to choose a channel that's more simple, more straightforward, and more to the point. So always remember that your too many features can easily overwhelm users. There's a lot of maintenance challenges and cost also to this. So I'm just going to give you some examples. Let's say there's an advanced user profile feature and you put that in there and you're asking the user all kinds of questions and you're trying to get them to fill out this advanced profile. The chances that they actually might get turned off by that whole process are far greater than that process is going to be highly meaningful for them. So yes, the chances of a user just abandoning the channel and moving away because it just had too many things and it was too complicated, that chance is definitely out there. Secondly, users can decide they don't like your feature. They don't like the way that the feature works. That can be completely distracting. If they didn't have that feature to latch onto in the beginning, you'd never have the problem. But because that feature was there and there were too many features, and it's always a chance with too many features that one of them is kind of a turnoff, now that user decides they don't like the advanced user profile. They just want to leave now. But if you didn't have an advanced user profile, the problem wouldn't exist. So sometimes creating too complicated of systems in the back end that kind of confuse the user actually work to your detriment. Also, there's definitely more maintenance costs involved. So the more features on your platform, the more you'll have to pay. And those fees are going to eat right into your bottom line. And we're all here to make sure that our channels are cost effective. A channel that's overly expensive because it has a lot of features is not going to be cost effective, and therefore it's likely not going to give you a successful business model. If you're taking the money you're making every month and you're just writing the check right on over to the channel provider, that's not a good system. Your channel has to be cost effective, especially in the beginning. So when you're in the beginning and you're starting out with your channel, one thing that often happens is people put down so much money and they're paying so much money a month and then they're not getting the subscribers. We see this all the time. We have a very different model here. We have a very affordable monthly fee. We want you to say, you know what, I'm only paying X dollars a month. I'm only paying $24.95 a month, for instance, but I'm making a lot more than that. But it's really hard to say when you're paying thousands of dollars a month for a feature-rich channel and then maybe you're only making a few bucks a month on the channel. Then you're like, well, how can I afford to keep this going? You know, I can never get there. I'm paying all these thousands of dollars a month for this channel, and yeah, I'm only making $20 a month on it. So we like to give you a low bar that you can easily just jump right over, that low channel fee. So now you can say, hey, my business model is successful and I'm making money. So always remember that all of these features cost a lot of money. So what is let's talk about the success of simplicity. This is really good. How simple can be very, very successful. The only thing that you want a user to do is come into your channel and be able to quickly find the content they want to watch and watch it. That's it. You might want a response device, like we sometimes put a little extra button up there that says join our email list. Yeah, that gives the user something to do, especially if it's a free channel or free to watch channel. Joining the email list sends you an email, and then at that point you're like, okay, I got an email, and they made contact with that user. That was a useful interaction. There are lots of interactions with advanced features that keep the user just busy doing little advanced feature stuff that don't give a leg up to your business model. What you want to do is you want to give things that are a leg up to your business model. So if you want to, if for instance, let's say you develop a channel on sports or a channel on music and listening to music, what you want to do is you want to deliver the user the content. Number one, focus the user on delivering the content. If you do have any interactions, make them very simple and easy to understand, and don't give an overwhelming a lot of them. So what is the key to your channel? If it's not a bunch of features, if we've kind of established that the more features your channel has, it's necessarily not the more successful your channel is going to be. What is your key? Your key actually is the business model. And that's what we help our customers decide. The customers come to us often with ideas, and then they become a customer, and then we help them through the development process, and we say, let's refine. Let's what are you really offering here, and what is the best niche for you, and what is the most powerful mechanism we have of getting people to respond, subscribe, to contact you, to watch your channel. That's what we focus on, not necessarily how many bells and whistles. We have features to offer you, certainly, but we focus on the very simple user experience. A user is going to come in, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, and then they're going to get this outcome. It's not 100 things to do. It's not a busy bee kind of thing where we're giving the user all kinds of stuff to do or all kinds of stuff to become a distraction. We're really wanting to focus the user that's coming into your channel on a process and then getting them up to your goal. That's the number one. That's a little bit different about what we do from a lot of our competitors. A lot of our competitors have a lot of features and it seems like a great idea. But in the end, what you really want them to do is come into your channel and watch your content. And that's kind of what we focus on. So what are the important parts of building that business model? You got to identify your audience. That's number one. You got to have a strategy for what kind of content your audience wants. And finally, you need a pricing strategy that is designed on your audience. And so these are the things that we help our customers do. We help them define who their audience is, where their content strategy, what kind of content it's coming from, and then finally give you an idea about pricing and what's going to be right for your tier of audience. See, we've done hundreds of channels at this point, and so we kind of have a feel for how much should I charge for this? Who's my potential audience? How do I tap into that audience? Those things are really important. Those things are what we focus on, and we try to keep the features down to the essential features that the user just needs to come in and run through that process that you're trying to get them to go through. So in conclusion, just want to talk a little bit about those things which are actually important. Very important. Channel works. Channel looks presentable. Easily find the content. My content is compelling. It's enriching. It's what my my core audience is looking for, and they can easily take advantage of my offers to subscribe or to contact me, and I can begin to build my streaming channel business. That's what we focus on. Not so much giving you, every feature under the book, but what we're doing instead is we're focusing on helping you build a business model that is going to give you a successful channel. So we offer that to any customer interested in our system. We offer an advanced consulting package. If you really want to get in depth of this, we go over this in basics with customers when they come on board. And we'd really love to be able to help you build or improve your channel. So give us a call, contact us, and we're happy to help you. When you're ready, we're happy to get involved, and we're happy to help you build that channel that is goal-oriented. Yes, the goal of having a successful business strategy that works well and delivers the results you want. Thanks. Contact us anytime. This is Rick, and we ask that you like and subscribe if you like the podcast. And please check us out. We'll be doing more videos soon in the future. All right. Take care and have a good one. See you next time.